So the new banner's out and there's 2 new units on there, and you may be confused. You may be like, are they good? Should I draw on them? Should I not? And I have to say, these 2 characters are very fun, very interesting, very different. They're really 2 units I would like. So I don't know, let me just tell you about them. Chiave, wait, let me go check. Okay, so according to his voiceover, this is Chiave. So Chiave over here, that's so weird, I've been calling him Chive this entire time. So Chiave over here is a vanguard, blocks 2, kind of like Texas, even with his skill 2, so it does like a in this range kind of thing, you know. But what's interesting about him is that he has a talent that when deployed, all 1-star operatives, those are the robots, the redeployment time is reduced by 75%. Now if we go to a robot, we can see here that they have 200-second redeployment time. This drops their redeployment time down to 50 seconds, which is really good. I mean, you can use them a lot. And why that is good is, for example, someone like Thermal EX, after 3 seconds after deployment, he deals 400% physical damage to all enemies in the surrounding 8 tiles, and he applies weakening to them. So the robots are very good to use for things like that. You drop him, he does 400% of 260, wait, his thrust is plus 90, so it's like 350 times 4. Math is happening in my brain. 1400 AoE damage, and then grants weakening. So robots don't count towards your deployment count, so you can have 3 extra units if you bring your robots along. So I think he empowers that sort of gameplay. He gives the robots something they really need. Robots are like very interesting to me. If you've watched any of my videos, you know how much I love the robots. So if you do love robots and you are interested, you can use Chiave or Chiave.
すみません、ぼーっとしてました。はじめまして、ドクター。私のコードネームは、思い出した。ビーズワックスです。いい名前ですか？このコードネームは、一族のみんながつけてくれたんです。
Why is she so much cuter than I expected? So the other character on this banner would be Beeswax. Beeswax is, okay, as I just learned, increasingly more adorable than I thought she was before. And she is a 5-star caster, but unlike most casters, she does not attack normally. And kind of like Angelina. And when she's not attacking, she has massively increased defense and magic resist. It's kind of like she kind of just stands there and tanks things. Her range is very weird as well, because this is her range at E2. So it's kind of like Sora or Praminix. And when you activate her skill 1, her range becomes... Well, actually, this is more like Praminix, not gonna lie. But it's her skill 2 that's really weird to me, because you just kind of summon an obelisk. She's really good for things where you kind of want her to aggro certain damage, so you can place her last and she can take damage from, for example, mages and things, because she does have 15 plus when she's not using a skill, that's 20, 35 magic resist, which means she takes 35% less damage from magic, and she recovers 4% max HP at E2 every second. She's a very weird defensive unit. I can't think of any scenario where you would use her. I would use her all the time. Just try her out in certain situations. I don't know, probably throw this obelisk at a spider or something. But, so now it's like, should you draw for them? And the answer is sadly gonna be no, in my opinion. Unless, of course, you know, the husbando or waifu, you know. But the reason I'm saying no is not because they're particularly bad. They are really interesting and fun characters to use, but there's just... we don't know what the schedule is like anymore. The next... I believe that if we look forward, the next 6 stars would be Phantom, and then the first anniversary with Weedy, W, and then there should also be Eunectus and Thorns coming along, and Suitor, and all those characters. But W will be limited, so it's probably best to just save for her, if you really want her, unless you don't want her. What? I'm not gonna lie, that's a bit weird, because I'm not like simping for W, but even I want her. and she's going to be limited, so she's not going to be around for another year at least, or something. I believe that's how reruns work, but then again, I am wrong. We're having a rerun now and it hasn't even been a year, so who am I to say what's going to happen? So very interesting characters. If you do get them, put them up. I would love to use them. I would love to try them out because I think they're really fun, especially for me. Chiave. Especially for me, I like Chiave. That's because I love robots. Especially I'm waiting for Thermal EX. When he comes out, I'm gonna max potential him. I'm gonna max thrust him. I'm just gonna throw him into the enemy's face and watch him do nothing. But like, he'll do it really well. He'll do nothing amazingly. Besides Thermal EX, what you can do is use Castle 3. These robots are really easy to get max potential. All you have to do, how I did it was I just basically kept rolling 1 hours on recruitment and I got max potential robots. Well, almost. I still need to work on it a bit. But what you can do is, if you max potential Castle over here, after deployment, all melee operatives gain attack and defense plus 20% for 20 seconds. Now, that's actually a really good buff because you can drop him and then pull him out so that he just gives the buff. And with Chiave over here, his redeployment time will be reduced to 50 seconds. So there's basically a 30-second downtime on his ability, on his talent, which is really nice. And plus, they ignore the deployment limit. So you can have a full team and then drop Castle as well. And so they can help out here and there. They can even block things for you. And Castle has a skin. But yeah, that is all for these 2 units. Like I said, very lovely. There's a lot of good units on the way as well, very broken units, so save up for them. Unless, of course, waifu or husbando. Remember, that's the rule. Waifu greater than meta. Remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Like the video if you want to see more videos similar to this one. Love you all, goodbye and good night.